Hello, I'm Oscar Brand. I'll be introducing you to a fine young group called the Couriers, today on the world of folk music.
I've slung my guitar o'er my shoulder, and I've wandered this country around. And the tunes that I've heard in my journey have sung up a wonderful sound.
The World of Folk Music is brought to you each week at this time as a public service on behalf of your Social Security Administration. Today, the Couriers join your host, Oscar Brand, as we explore the world of folk music and learn about the protection you're building for yourself and your family through Social Security. Later in today's program, 2 specific Social Security questions will be answered by a team of Social Security experts, Roy Swift and Wallace Kendall of the Bureau of Old Age and Survivors Insurance. Right now, time for music and Oscar Brand.
Now we was 40 miles from Buffalo, forget it I never shall. What a horrible storm we had one night on the Erie Canal. Now we was plumb full up of barley, chock full up of rye, and the captain he looked down on me with a doggone wicked eye, a doggone wicked eye. Well, here I was a-rising and the gin was getting low. I scarcely think we'll get a drink till we get to Buffalo, get to Buffalo. Now our cook, she had bright red hair and a blazing yaller dress, so I hoisted her up to the top of the mast as a signal of distress. But the winds begin to whistle and the waters begin to squall. We had to pull the signal down on the Erie Canal, the Erie Canal. And here I was rising and the gin was getting lower. I scarcely think we'll get a little drink till we get to Buffalo, get to Buffalo. Now halfway out of Syracuse, a pirate I did spy. I could see the skull and crossbones there waving up on high. I shouted to the captain, I said, "Hoist a flag of truce." He says, "You drunken bum, it's the Mary Jane out of Syracuse, out of Syracuse." But here I was rising and the gin was getting low. I scarcely think we'll get a little drink till we get to Buffalo, get to Buffalo. Well, by the time we got to Buffalo, the hind mule, he was dead. The pilot had a broken leg, so I shot him through the head. The girls are all in the police gazette, the captain, he's in jail, and I'm the only living sea cook's son that's left to tell the tale, left to tell the tale. Ah, here I was rising and the gin was getting lower. I scarcely think we'll get a little drink till we get to Buffalo, get to Buffalo, get to Buffalo.
And that's the song of the Erie Canal, and I've crossed that canal many, many times on my way up to Canada where I was born. You know, not too long ago we shared a microphone with Miss Bonnie Dobson, who also came down from Canada. And today, 3 more of our good neighbors from the north are visiting the world of folk music. And they are
Russell Cronick,
Mark Max,
and Jean Price,
known collectively as the Couriers.
Well, Oscar, I don't know if known is the word, at least in these United States.
Russ, when the folks have heard your fine new album, you will be well known, I promise you. In fact, they can hear you sing right about now.
Down south, you have the boll weevil. In northern Ontario, we have a pest which is called the black fly.
Pete Fleming's going to help out on the bass as we do a Canadian song called Black Fly.
Black fly, little black fly, always the black fly, no matter where you go, I'll die with the black fly, picking my bones in North Ontario, in North Ontario.
Was early in the spring when I decided to go for to work up in the woods in North Ontario, and the unemployment office said to send me through to the little Abitibi and the survey crew. Survey crew, survey crew, and the black fly, little black fly, always the black fly, no matter where you go, I'll die with the black fly, picking my bones in North Ontario, in North Ontario. Black Toby, he was the captain of the crew, and he said, "I'm going to tell you boys what we're going to do. We're going to build a power dam, and we must find a way for to make the little lab flow around the other way. Round the other way, round the other way." And the black fly, little black fly, always the black fly, no matter where you go, I'll die with the black fly, picking my bones in North Ontario, in North Ontario. So we surveyed to the east and we surveyed to the west, and we couldn't make our minds up how to do it best. Little lab, oh little lab, what shall I do? For I'm all but going crazy on the survey crew. Survey crew, survey crew, with the black fly everywhere.
crawling in your whiskers, crawling in your hair, swimming in the soup and swimming in the tea. Devil, take the black fly, let me be. Take the black fly, let me be.
Black Toby fell a-swearing 'cause the work was mighty slow and the state of our morale was a-getting pretty low. The black flies they stormed heavy, it was hard to take a breath. You staggered up and down the trail talking to yourself.
Talking to yourself. And the black fly, little black fly, always the black fly, no matter where you go, I'll die with the black fly, picking my bones in North Ontario, in North Ontario,
At last the job was over, Black Toby said we're through with the little Abitibi and the survey crew. 'Twas a wonderful experience, but this I know, I'll never go again to North Ontario.
and the black fly everywhere, crawling in your whiskers, crawling in your hair, swimming in the soup and swimming in the tea. Devil, take the black fly, let me be. Take the black fly, let me black fly, let the black fly, always black fly, no matter where you go, I'll die with the black fly, taking my bones in North Ontario, in North Ontario.
The Couriers with Black Fly. Don't fly, kids. We want another song in a moment or two. Right now, it's time to hear from our team of experts on Social Security
Roy Swift.
And Wallace Kendall.
of the Bureau of Old Age and Survivors Insurance. Gentlemen, let's roll up our sleeves and go to work on some of the many letters we've been receiving. Now, here's one from a woman in Chillicothe, Ohio, who writes that her husband, an ex-sergeant of the Marines, passed away several years ago. Now, she says she heard recently that she may be able to get Social Security benefits even though he never worked on a job covered by Social Security. Wallace, would you please take this one?
For service after 1956, the answer would be clear-cut, because all the armed forces are covered by Social Security today. But for an ex-Marine who died several years ago, the answer has to be fenced off with some ifs. You could be eligible for benefits if your husband had served at least 90 days between September 16th, 1940 and July 25th, 1947, or if he served less than 90 days in that period but received an honorable discharge because of a disability he suffered in the line of duty. There are two other ifs I should mention. If he died within 3 years after he was separated from active service, and if you are not getting any compensation from the Veterans Administration because of your husband's death.
Oh, you're right, Wallace. There are a lot of ifs in your answer. Why don't we just say, visit your Social Security office and get the exact information you need about your specific problem with no ifs, no ands, no buts.
Good idea, Roy. And I'm glad, Wallace, that you reminded the folks that all servicemen are covered by Social Security today. Now, here's one from a young man who's going to leave our shores for a while. He's accepted a job overseas, and he wants to know if his work will be covered by Social Security.
Yes, if he's an American citizen working for an American employer, or for an American corporation's foreign subsidiary, for which Social Security coverage has been arranged.
Thank you, Mr. Swift and Mr. Kendall. And you folks out there, if you have any questions regarding Social Security, get in touch with your nearest Social Security office at once, or write to the World of Folk Music, Social Security Administration, Baltimore 35, Maryland. And you'll get accurate information on what you need to know about your Social Security. And now, Couriers, about all we need to know is a little something about your next song.
The story goes in French Canada that one day a gentleman was riding along on a horse. He saw 3 beautiful girls. He picked the most beautiful one. They took a ride, stopped in for a drink, ended up toasting their families, eventually got married. C'est l'aviron. That's the way it goes.
C'est l'aviron qui nous mène, c'est l'aviron qui nous mène, oh. C'est l'aviron qui nous mène, c'est l'aviron qui nous mène, oh.
En revenant de la jolie Rochelle,
En revenant de la jolie Rochelle,
j'ai rencontré 3 jolies demoiselles.
c'est l'aviron qui nous mène, oh.
By chance I chose the one who was the beauty.
By chance he chose the one who was the beauty.
I lifted her up so that she could ride beside me.
C'est l'aviron qui nous mène, c'est l'aviron qui nous mène, oh.
With ne'er a word, we rode along together.
santé, de son père et sa mère.
À la santé de son père et sa mère.
À la santé de ses laisser faire.
C'est l'Aveyron qui nous mène, qui nous mène. C'est l'Aveyron qui nous mène. When we had drunk to mother and to father, when we had drunk to sister and to brother,
Turning to me, she toasted her own lover.
c'est l'Aveyron qui nous mène, qui nous mène. C'est l'Aveyron qui nous mène. C'est l'Aveyron qui nous mène, qui nous mène. C'est l'Aveyron qui nous mène. C'est l'Aveyron qui nous mène. Voilà.
The Couriers and C'est l'Aveyron. Thanks for being with us on the World of Folk Music. Now I'd like to sing an old French-Canadian voyageur song that was rewritten a few years ago and is taught in the Canadian schools, which is where I learned it.
Row, brothers, row, the stream goes fast. The rapids are near, and the daylight's past. The rapids are near, and the daylight is past. Softly as tolls the evening chime, our voices keep tune while our oars keep time. Our voices keep tune while our oars keep time. Swift as the woods on shore grow dim, we'll sing at St. Anne's our parting hymn. Row, brothers, row, the stream goes fast. The rapids are near, and the daylight's past. The rapids are near, and the daylight is past.
That was the Canadian Boat Song, and this is Oscar Brand, reminding you to drop us a note, care of Social Security Administration, Baltimore 35, Maryland. And we'll see you next time on the World of Folk Music.
I've slung my guitar o'er my shoulder, and I've wandered this country around. And the tunes that I've heard in my journey have sung up a wonderful sound.
The World of Folk Music, starring Oscar Brand, has been presented transcribed by the Bureau of Old Age and Survivors Insurance to acquaint you with the benefits Social Security provides for you.
There's sadness and joy set to music, the story of life in a song. I guess we'll just keep on a-singing as we go a-traveling along.